What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Alright. This video is going to be about Rage and Blade runes, Rage Blade and I'm sorry, we're not going to, well, yeah, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about Rage Blade, Fatal, and Fatal runes. Now, we're also going to touch a little bit on Violent runes, but Violent runes deserves a video separately. So, but we have to touch on Violent runes. Before I begin, though, we have an event. Oh, yeah, how come? All right, there we go. We have an event. Comtuous is being really nice to us. Well, other than this whole Jin thing, I'm a little disappointed everybody chose Jin, but whatever. He's cool looking. I'm gonna farm a few of them. But we got this event coming up. 24 hours of fun. Alright, this is a great event, and in the end of this, you guys are gonna realize on why I titled this event this way. But, you know, we get the unlimited energy time, which I'm gonna spend that doing either Giants or Dragons, one of the two. Probably Giants B10 because I clear it faster, so I can get runes, so I can get mana, so I can get all kinds of things. Okay, then it's like all day long there's an event going on. So this is actually really good. You guys should do this, okay? And then we got this going on over here too. Event part 2, Hall of Heroes, yeah, whatever, we know about that. Event part 3, revealed April 17th, which is in 2 days. Then event part 4, revealed April 24th. And then look at this. It looks like Comto has figured out how to travel through time, guys. Event part 5, revealed March 1st. I didn't know March was coming up. I honestly thought May was coming up, but I guess they figured out a way on how to travel through time. But anyways, so we're gonna start talking about Fatal and Rage runes. And now, before I do this, I want to touch on a small subject that has to do with this, but we're gonna talk about something else. All right, guys, my arena team that I use, which I'll show you right now. I'm not gonna go into the arena. Sorry. Ugh, I didn't know that was the team going on. This team right here, I'll show you right now. Okay. This team right here that I use all the time, I started using it because I saw a video of my co-guild leader, William. Alright, he has a channel as well. Doesn't have too many new videos going on right now. He's actually, he's not as active as he used to be. And he doesn't speak any English. I never spoke to him. I just watched that video and some of his videos. And just by watching them, no rune builds, no nothing, I learned from watching them, okay? I have to say that video with that team over there is actually what changed my whole arena life, you know? And that's how I learned, by watching, you know? Yeah, I did stalk his island, I stalked his runes and everything, all that. But I really never had much of a conversation with him. He doesn't speak English. It was more of a hi and a... He would ask me certain questions and people would translate, but that's about it, you know? So, I'm hoping that you guys can take that, for example, and learn, you know, and try and decide things on your own, okay? Because that's the whole point of these videos. It's not... Because I get messages, you guys ask me all these questions. I don't mind answering the questions, don't get me wrong. I don't mind at all, you know. Sometimes, like last night, I had the stream. I didn't answer questions for a good 15 or 16 hours. Guys, that stream was just insane. Which we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But point being is, I can't see exactly what's going on. I can't see your rune inventory. I can't see your monster inventory. People ask me, who should I 6-star next, and give me this entire list. And it's like, okay, do you have any 6 stars? Do you have this? Do you have that? That's why I ask all these questions, is because I don't know what's going on in your island. I don't know what you have in your rune inventory. I don't know what kind of substats your runes have. It's like, so I'm making this video so you guys can realize. I give the optimal build, yeah, but if I look at your runes, I could be wrong afterwards. So let's move on. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to explain to you guys what it's all about. Now, I've read on the forums, to have a Rage rune set, you have to have at least 45% crit rate okay? So that in the long run, it will be worth it to have to use Rage Runes. Why? Because you're gonna crit. You still got a pretty much almost a 1 in 2 chance of critting or whatever it is. I'm not sure, but I highly disagree with it. Why? You need a higher crit rate, guys. Now, I'm going to show you right now. I have monsters with low crit rates that have Rage Runes on them, but I have my ways around it. I build teams around it. Look at my Katarina. She has a 43% crit rate, but I buff her with Seek, with his third skill right here. You know, that's what I do. I build monsters according to what I have. I build teams. It's all about team synergy. It's not one monster that's gonna get you through everything. Okay? So yeah, I could put Rage Runes on Katarina. She has a nice attack as well. Alright, she's got 2168 attack. You know? With a 43% crit rate. After she's buffed, she has a 73% crit rate. And then her attack gets buffed also. So it works out for her. She does about 28,000 per hit on her third skill, which hits three times. So I'm breaking 80,000 damage with that. So anyways, so what's the difference between Rage and Blade Runes? Yes, Rage Runes are better depending on the monster, but you also have to understand you can get crit damage with a Fatal set, and pretty decent crit damage with a Fatal set. My Hell Lady has Fatal Runes. Okay, but she has crit damage on slot 4. It's always optimal to have crit damage on slot 4. 56. She has a 56% crit rate and 171% crit damage, which she hits really hard. But what you guys have to understand is Fatal and Rage Runes, they work together. Not that they work together. Obviously, you can't have. All right, we're gonna have to rephrase that. Attack and crit damage works together. If you have literally no attack whatsoever, then yeah, you could still put crit damage, but it's not going to hit as hard. Always attack works with crit damage, okay? I'll show you, and then you got other monsters too. It's always situational on what you're going to use, whether it's Rage or Fatal Runes, okay? Honestly, I don't think that if you don't have a buffer, if you don't have a crit buffer, you shouldn't use Rage Runes. If you have less than, I would say 55%, just to be sure. Okay, I take Beth in without a buffer. I can do that because I have 56%. So she still gets a crit. You know, sometimes she doesn't, and the attack looks really weak. But when she crits. You know, she'll give a big hit. So that's why I do it that way. As I showed you, my Katarina has a low crit rate. She has a 43% crit rate. And look, I have Rage Focus. She shouldn't even have Focus Runes on her, to be honest with you. Now that I'm even thinking about it while I'm making this video, it's a little embarrassing, but maybe I should switch. Oh, I should have pulled her out of storage before. Another monster I have with a set of runes with a messed up set, but I use it because it works. Oh, you know what it is? I don't always take her with a buffer. That's why the crit rate is different. Fine. She has Endure Rage, but look at her. She's got 54% crit rate. She has a nice high attack, and she's got 174% crit damage. She crits for like, on weakened defense, she'll crit for like 40,000 with her third skill. So, and then without weakened defense, she'll still get a 20,000 hit on her third skill, which is not that bad. I take her in certain situations because I don't want to deal with the revives. So she has attack, crit damage. Now there's very few monsters that you put crit damage on them where you have speed. And honestly, off the top of my head, I can only think of one. And that's Tyron. Him, I highly suggest you put crit damage in slot 4. Now some people are going to tell me, you should tank him out for TOA hard. Other people are gonna say, build him all attack, because what's the point of putting crit damage when they all work together? Yeah, fine, I understand that. But Tyron is more for CC, and everybody asks me why I have, like, what my build is on Tyron. Alright, I have this attack plus 63%, but it's got a 22% hit point sub. I really don't want to take that rune off of him right now because of the 22% hit points. I don't have. I'm thinking about putting accuracy, which is going to be a little bit of an overkill. I have to figure out how I'm going to work it out. I'd have to change around all of his runes because he has a 61% accuracy. A 5-star accuracy rune maxes out at 51%, so it's an overkill on accuracy. I'm losing in some ways over there. But, like, I have speed in slot 2, I have crit damage in slot 4, and I have attack, so his attack is pretty decent. Okay, you can even do speed, crit damage, and accuracy. There's no problem with that, you know? He has a low attack, but the reason why I suggest crit damage for him is because he buffs his own crit, throws a small spirit ball at the enemy with a 30% chance to attack consecutively. Fine, that's not the one that we were looking for. This attack increases your critical rate by 30% at next turn if you get a critical hit. That's why I put crit damage on slot 4. You know, really, between Fatal and Rage runes, you have to decide on whether you're going to put crit damage or attack percentage, okay? Another monster I'm going to show you the example with is my Rauk. I have an energy rune. I don't know where it is. It's on a monster. But I have an energy rune with crit damage in slot 4. But I built him attack, attack, attack. Why? Because he's going to have less than 40%. He's going to have actually 43% crit rate with this set over here. And I don't have blade runes to just throw on him 6-star on 2 and 4. Is it 2 and 4? No, I don't have a blade rune to just throw on him on the 4 slot with crit damage or even attack percentage, to be honest with you. So I put the energy set on him. And the reason why I actually like this rune and I put it on him is because it's got a 17% crit rate. So he's still going to hit kind of hard. And he still has a good chance of critting. He has a 60% crit rate. I was talking to a friend of mine. He was telling me that his friend has all energy runes on his Lucian. But the thing is though, and this Lucian hits really, really hard. So it depends on the set of runes you have. There is no right set. This is the problem with trying to give advice over the internet, guys, sometimes, or even in line chat, or even on, if you give me screenshots, I have to look at every single rune, guys. This guy has from 1 to 6 slot, all energy runes, all of them legendary. The Lucian has 30,000 attack, 100% crit rate, and 100% crit damage, for Christ's sake. Okay? You would think that because of the crit damage is low, that he doesn't hit hard. No. He hits really hard because he has 3,000 attack altogether. So, guys, it's your decision, okay? I highly disagree with the forums when they say 45% crit rate is good enough to have rage runes. No, I highly disagree with it. All right? Now, yes, crit damage is better. Why is crit damage better? And why is rage better with crit damage? Fine. We'll talk about that. Depending on the multipliers, first of all, on the multiplier of the attack. But crit damage is better in slot 4 because you get an additional 17% crit damage as opposed to attack. Attack maxes out at 63% and crit damage maxes out at 80%. Now, Fatal runes got a little buff. They're 35%. The reason why Rage runes are more optimal, are better to have, is because they're 40%. So, we're talking about a 22% difference already, just between slot 4 and the 4 set of runes. So you're going to hit 22% harder. Okay, or 22% depending on the multipliers and how it works. Now, we can't get into the multipliers. The video will go on forever, and I'm not even 100% sure about the multipliers and everything. I'm not really... I know my math. I'm pretty good in math, but it doesn't go that far. Okay? So, it always depends on the rune set you have. You could put all revenge on a Lucian and he'll hit like crazy, you know? As long as you got the right rune. And by the way, that Lucian with the all energy set, he just so happens to have like 20,000 hit points. And his amputation magic is pretty scary. My friend was telling me that he's hitting for like 11k per card. That's hard. That's really hard. 11k per card. I think I get like 7,500 per card. This guy's getting 11k per card. The thing can kill almost anything. So, anyway, that's just a whole different thing. Now, why do we have to touch on violent runes? Okay? How am I going to explain this now? Also, within all of the guides, they say in the long run, violent runes are better. You're going to do more damage over time. Now, it makes sense, okay? And this is where you have to decide on what you're doing. Usually, rage runes, you put them on a monster that's going to one-shot something, pretty much. Either one-shot something or somebody like Lucian. Lucian, he needs... Not that he technically needs rage runes, but he's better with rage runes. And Lucian has an AoE that'll bring down the entire team. So once your next monster goes, you're pretty much just picking them off one by one. That's why I take Lucian with my speed team. I really don't take Lucian with a slow team. I don't like Lucian with a slow team. First of all, he's too slow. He won't hit. He's gonna hit hard, but you're not really taking turns from the other team. At least with Bernard, my whole team is kind of quick, and we're taking turns, and we're going twice and 3 times before the other team goes. You know, I'm stunning, I'm slowing, I'm freezing, I'm not slowing, but I'm freezing, I'm stunning, I'm doing double bite, I'm buffing, it's like complete. I'm going like 3 or 4 times before the opposing team goes. You know, that's why it's better to do it that way for me. But like, when we're touching on violent runes, if you're not looking to one-shot something, then yeah, violent runes is a little better, especially now that it's 22% instead of 20 to get a second turn, you know? Now, if you're looking to one-shot something, yeah, you want violent runes. You want rage runes, I'm sorry. Rage, even Fatal works. Fatal, I got monsters that hit hard with Fatal runes. You know, I have violent runes on Rauk. Why do I have violent runes on Rauk? Because Rauk has this passive, and then he could proc again, and then proc and proc and proc. It gets a little crazy with Rauk, you know? There's chances for him to keep going. So this is why I'm just gonna touch on violent runes. Now, another thing I want to talk about between Fatal and Rage sets is what to look for when you're farming them. Okay? You're looking for, on Rage sets, and yeah, Fatal and Rage sets, it's the same thing, okay? The first thing you're looking for, actually it's not the first, these are the top 3 things you're looking for. You're looking for attack, crit rate, crit damage. Any one of those 3 are good. After that, you're looking for a little bit of speed, a little bit, not too much, some hit points to balance things out a little bit, and if they have some sort of, if their first ability does anything, you look for some accuracy as well. But the top 3 things you're looking for are attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Those are the only 3 things that you're looking for in the beginning. Okay, I'll show you. I'll give you the example with my Hell Lady. Okay. Sorry. Now, her 1, 3, and 5 slots are good. Okay, it's her 2, 4, and 6 that may need a little bit of work. But you see, I got 20% crit rate, I got 7% crit damage, and then speed is there too. So this is a good rune. Crit rate, I think, rolled twice on this, and then resistance hit once. And then I don't know, I think that speed was an additional sub afterwards. Look at this rune, all right? Attack went up. Attack went up once. Oh wait, when I said that, we said crit rate, crit damage. And attack, yeah, alright. Attack went up once, crit damage went up once. I don't know if it hit accuracy. It might have hit accuracy. I'm not even 100% sure about that. Then look at this rune. Crit damage went up a couple times. Yeah, defense, whatever, but I got crit rate on it too. You know? Now the 2, 4, and 6 slot, they're there because of their base stats. These runes are not the best of runes, but they're there because of their stats. You know? Yeah, none of them are 100% going to stay there. If I find the better attack rune for her, I'm gonna put it on her. You know, in slot 3. Which really, this is attack, so forget. Okay, so let's go on to Katarina. Katarina. Usually, it's the 1, 3, and 5 slots where you're looking for these things. You're not really looking for them in the 2, 4, and 6. You are looking for them in the 2, 4, and 6, but you got to work with what you get. You know, you get crit damage, a 6-star, you're keeping it. Even if it's got flat attack and flat hit points on it. If you don't have another crit damage rune, you're keeping it. You're taking it. That's it. It's the end of the story. But you see, this one has crit rate 5%, attack 13%, crit damage 12%. This one, crit rate 11%. I think the only reason why it's there is for crit rate. And it pretty much is the only reason why it's there. This one, crit rate, attack, crit damage, you know? This rune has the 7% crit damage, fine. It's got one thing we're looking for, and then speed, fine, whatever. This one, I believe, has crit rate on it. Yeah, it does. And then it's got speed, and it's got attack on it, actually. 8% attack, which isn't so bad. This one is just there because of the base. It's attack plus 63%. Let's go to Mara. This one has crit damage and crit rate. Really, it's there because of the crit rate. I have better runes with crit damage on it, but she needs crit rate. As you can see, she's at 54%. This, crit rate. That's it. That's the only reason why it's there. This, crit rate. That's the only reason why it's there. This has, just because of the attack. The speed is a plus. This is actually a very nice rune, it turned out. It's got 4% crit rate, but look at the attack. 20% attack. Can't go wrong with that. That's another reason why I kept that rune. Yeah, whatever. I didn't even know this rune wasn't maxed. Oh, I didn't know this rune wasn't maxed. We're gonna have to max it out later. What other monster do I have? Alright, we're gonna show you with my SIGs too. This one is... Alright, forget about that one. This one is Rage Blade. Remember guys, I usually tell people to do attack, crit damage attack. I like mine with, I have one like that. That's my violent one. Attack, crit damage, attack. Alright? Now, I've said this in one of my previous videos already. Okay? This SIG hits just as hard as this SIG. Just as hard. And this one has a little more attack on him. And a little more crit damage. But they both hit almost as hard as each other. Whoa, what's going on over here? This one has better crit rate too. Why are they even so close to each other? And they attack. Doesn't make sense. But anyways, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you something on my SIG. This one has a hit point rune, a 6-star hit point rune over here. Crit damage and attack, 5-star over there. Now, the reason why I have the hit point rune is because I use him more for TOA and farming. And I'd like him to survive. Now, you want to build a SIG like that, it's still not a bad build. He has a high enough attack so that you can get really big hits. He has a really high base attack. He's still at 2010 attack, and I have 176% crit damage and 72% crit rate. So, the SIG actually is built pretty well. And you know what? He eats some extortions sometimes. It depends. He doesn't eat like 17k extortion, but not too many people are extorting you for 17k. So I hope you guys got it with what's the difference between Fatal and Rage. You know, it's got to deal with substats as well. You know, now as I said, when you're looking for runes, when you're looking for Fatal and Rage runes, that's what you're looking for. And Blade 2, by the way, Blade falls into this category as well. What you're looking for in Blade runes when you farm them as well is crit rate, attack, and crit damage. That's what you're mainly looking for. And then after that, the substats are just a plus. Alright? That's mainly what you're looking for. There's nothing else you're really looking for when you're farming these runes. So, can we? Yeah, we could do one arena battle. So, find something where I can do like a quick attack. Oof. I could get myself in trouble in this one. Into a lot of trouble in this one. We'll do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway for the video. I don't care if I get myself in trouble or not. Alright, we're gonna do this, this. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys how with all that attack and all that crit damage, how useless Katarina is without Seek. That's what I'm gonna do. And how useless Mara is gonna be too, without Seek. I'll bring... Oh. We're gonna bring Beth as well. Show you guys a few differences. So we're not gonna bring a crit rate buffer. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you with the buffer. Alright? We'll even bring some protection so it doesn't look like I'm trying to throw the match completely. So Katarina has a horrible crit rate. Mara is right there. And so is Beth. Alright. So now let's see who she attacks. Oh, she's gonna hit Ram. I'm gonna be in trouble if she hits Ram. No, I'm not in trouble. Okay, you see, she didn't crit on one of them. Let's see if she got a crit. Fine. Oh, 12,000. That's it. That's nothing. She got the crit. And you see, one crit didn't happen. So let's go for the arc. So instead of critting, she got a crushing hit. That's not a crit. I don't even know how she crit against Rune. No crit, no crit. There you go. You see, she got 2 out of the 3 crits. It's not good. So I'm gonna show you why I let her go like that. Wow, that's not a good team to do it against, though. All fire teams. This is a decent team to do it against. All right. So let's switch this out. We're gonna take her, and we're gonna bring Seek. You're gonna see the difference. As long as she doesn't hit the fire dragon and the fire, whatever, it doesn't matter. She could still somewhat crit against them. See? What the difference is? She still crit against him. She still crit against the fire vampire. And you get the attack buff out of Seek as well. See, she didn't crit that time. If she would have crit, she would have killed the dragon. So that's the difference I'm trying to show people. You know, you gotta have the right crit rate to use rage runes. You gotta have the right attack as well, but crit rate is more important than attack. It really is. Alright, that's when you use, and if you don't have, even if you're using fatal runes, alright, yes, optimal is attack, crit damage, attack, even with fatal runes. But if you've got like a 30% crit rate, you're better off just going attack, attack, attack. So, alright. I hope you guys, I know I missed something. There has to be something I missed. I'm trying to keep my videos at a half an hour, guys. So leave your comments below. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Share the video. I want to thank everybody for coming out to Trolling Noob's stream last night. Let me tell you guys something. I was so tired afterwards. It's not even funny. I knocked out. I ended up going through a couple of personal issues where within the personal issues, let me tell you guys something. I have one goal with my channel. Not one goal, but I have a few goals with my channel. But the main goal is, yeah, you know, I am in it for some money, but I am also in it to help everybody out. You know, my goal is to help everybody out. Yeah, I'm starting to make money with my YouTube channel, but I'm also giving a lot of time to it. I'm putting a lot of effort to it. You know, I'm unemployed right now, so and I don't want donations. You know, that's one thing I'm really not looking for is donations, because I don't want to find myself as a beggar. I'm not a beggar. You know, I have a little bit of pride. So, and one of my goals, which I really can't tell everybody about it, but one of my goals is at the end of the year, and this is a message to someone, you know, and I'm going to keep that goal. They know what this goal is, and I'm going to keep it. It's a promise I made, and I'm going to try my best to keep it. You know, whatever problems that are going to happen along the way, and the bumps or the hills or the humps that we're dealing with along the way, we're gonna have to get through them. But I plan on keeping my goal at the end of the year. That's why I'm doing this, you know. That's why I'm doing everything. Last night I had 300 and there was like 350 people in the stream, and I'm sitting there trying to get through. Yeah, 99 is like my kryptonite, guys. All my teams are based on speed, and people ask me, what do I do against Leo in the arena? I'll be honest with you, I take a speed team, but it's just a little different when you're dealing with two fire vampires, Spectra and Leo, two Spectras and Leo. You know, you got one buffing, you got two monsters buffing the attack bar, you got two monsters debuffing your attack bar and slowing you down and doing this and doing that. It's a tough board, floor 99. If I would have been able to beat floor 99 faster, I would have done it faster. I would have ranked a little better, but I went up 20 ranks. I went from 92 to 71. So it is what it is, guys. But thank you everybody for coming coming to view the stream last night. It was a wonderful stream. I had a lot of fun, even though I was dead tired afterwards. It looks like we're gonna do the giveaway over the weekend, guys. So I'm getting very near 5,000 subs. I think I have, let me take a quick gander. It says 4,824. So we're 176 away from 5,000. So usually it goes pretty quick. So probably by the weekend we're gonna do the giveaway, guys. So again, I want to thank all my fans. I'm gonna thank everybody for supporting me, and I'm gonna try my best to help out the community and do everything. And you know what? Actually, Demero SW, check out his channel. He gave me a big thank you on his channel, on his latest video. Check him out. He's a good kid, knows what he's doing. Said he learns a lot from me, so I guess we could call him one of my Padawans. And have a good one, guys. Thank you very much. Right through my bones. I can't believe, girl, that you left, that you're gone.